All right, hello everybody. Before we go to sleep, I'm going to give you tonight's remote view. I actually was thinking about it yesterday, and then when I did tonight's meditation, the idea came back to me again. And hi, Mila, how you doing? She's saying hello. And the idea came to me that the election was already over because, as far as the undecided voter is concerned, some of them were Republican who had initially voted for him. The final decision, they'll be asked, particularly the people in Florida, will be asked, 60 Minutes, etc., the undecided person that flipped. The answer that I got back was his failure to lead, his lack of leadership at a time that was a national crisis. It was really his response to COVID that cost him this election. And that over and over and over again, whether it's the voters flipping in Florida or Pennsylvania, that was really the deciding factor. I also see the number 7, so it could be that within 7 days we'll know who the president is. But there's something about something that's going to be going on within 7 days regarding this election. On October 13th, as I had said, something major had happened. It appears that there was an FBI investigation that I had mentioned before in the previous remotes. They had accessed financial information through audits showing that he had offshore accounts, and that the original investigation had always been about locating offshore accounts. So they found some accounts that he had not disclosed, and by not disclosing it, he failed to let the intelligence agencies and the FBI, when he received his security clearance, he basically lied. And so by lying to the FBI in those documents, the FBI then went to William Barr and showed proof that he had in fact lied on his financial statements, including falsifying statements to the FBI about his finances. But there's more money than that, and that's the leaks we're getting. So we have a bank account now that's come out in Egypt. I'm also hearing there's a bank account in Cyprus. We'll be finding out a little bit more about the one in China. And this is just how it was arranged that he could take bribes from other countries. So that is going to come out. This puts William Barr in the situation where he can no longer protect this president, because the president is now beyond help. So when we had talked about Joe Biden standing up and contacting the FBI, that had to do with the fact that the FBI had been investigating the fact that the Russians were attempting to interrupt the election by creating false rumors about Hunter Biden. So what happened in the meditation was that Biden was working with the FBI on it, because it was a Russian story. So basically, the president was found to be helping the other side. So another thing that seems to have come out is the fact that that was a Russian disinformation campaign that was linked back to Rudy Giuliani and to Trump. So now Trump is angry at the FBI and wants to fire the FBI. So that's kind of interesting. So this puts Barr in a horrific situation. It's interesting when you go into Barr's energy. I said that I felt I felt my gonads, the second chakra. You have the root, and then you have the second chakra, which is your fertility, it's your gonads, and I just feel that whole area shrinking on Barr, and I think that he was, in some sense, a true believer, and he was so in his world doing what he was just completely in his own weird world. And when you show up, when you're in a situation like that and your own FBI shows you financial statements that your boss falsified to the FBI, I mean, and they found all these foreign bank accounts, it's so over. But in terms of the election and how much they're going to release to the American people, what I would just say is that the takeaway from the post-election interviews are going to be his failure to lead at the time of a crisis with COVID. That cost him this election. In terms of the swing states that I think we're going to take, it's probably going to be Florida. I see us taking Georgia. I see us taking Pennsylvania. Ohio, they say, is going red. I don't want to make a prediction about Ohio because I feel I'll be biased. If it does go red, it'll be barely. And so what I think I'm seeing in Ohio is that sections are blue and sections are red. And then also I see suburban voters in the Midwest being really disgusted with the president. Iowa, I think, is going to go possibly blue because the energy out of Iowa, this is really a very, the people that voted for him did not expect, they were just looking at it from a business perspective, and it did not go the way that they thought. And so they've seen charlatans before, they've been conned before, they've seen this kind of thing before, giving people money to dance and they'll create rain. I mean, they know what has happened. And so I think the eyes are wide open in the Midwest, particularly in Iowa, and we could see Iowa turn blue, but just because of that energy in that area. Definitely Michigan, Wisconsin, I think, are gone for Trump. I don't think he can take that. I'm going to say conservatively 331 electoral votes as of now, unless something dramatic shifts. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. No, I don't think we're going to take Texas, but Texas is another one. The rim goes blue. I don't know Texas too much, but it looks like the north area and the northwest into the center is going blue, and then there's patches of blue here and a little bit over here. So I'm seeing this nice dim gray blue all over Texas. So even though we don't necessarily take Texas, it's still a shocking message to the state because so many suburbs and so many areas of Texas went blue this year. So they're now, for all intents and purposes, up for grabs, and even gray in some areas that were never up to grabs. So even though they may win Texas, they're not going to win every area like they have in the past. All right, thanks for watching, everyone. We'll see you next time.